Oh, Martinez grabbing Cha-Cha off the apron. Oh, right into the stairs, but Cha-Cha nailed the Mongoose Flash. But unable to go for the cover. He may have injured himself. Wait a minute, Martinez now with a chair. Oh, and he just waffled on the referee calling for the bell. Martinez still has that chair in his hand. Domino down on the outside. Martinez driving the chair to the throat of Cha-Cha Charlie.
The following cruiserweight match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Venice, California, weighing in at 174 pounds, the Brian Kendrick.
Here we go, wrestling fans. It's cruiserweight time at the Unbranded Brewing Company. And this is a match I've been looking forward to since I first heard about it. See Brian Kendrick making his CCW debut, and he looks to be in outstanding condition. The list of accolades in the career of Brian Kendrick is a long, long list. Former WWE Tag Team Champion, former Cruiserweight Champion, has wrestled for organizations all over the world, including TNA Wrestling, including Ring of Honor, including the NWA, and of course WWE. Got his initial training from the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Has held titles everywhere that he has been. And you want to talk about a veteran. This man has 20+ years of experience under his belt. Former TNA X Division champion, and the list goes on and on.
From Beach, Florida, weighing at 180 pounds, Mr. 954, the charismatic Chris Farrow.
There's Chris Farrow, former Cruiserweight champion here in CCW. And I'll be honest with you, when he heard Brian Kendrick was making his way into Coastal Championship Wrestling, he begged and pleaded the matchmakers for an opportunity to be the first one to face him. He is an idol of Chris Farrow. In fact, Chris Farrow was inspired to become a professional wrestler by both Brian Kendrick and his tag team champion partner, Paul London. And make no mistake about it, Farrow is ready for this matchup. He's excited about it. And there's nothing he'd love more to get than to get a victory over his idol. Referee for this one, Amy Veronica. I expect this one to be fast-paced and full of action. There's the bell. Kendrick saunters out to the center of the ring, extends his hand, big smile on his face. Farrow, of course, taking that hand. Again, Farrow very excited for this matchup. I gotta believe the crowd will be behind Farrow in this one. Farrow, a mainstay here in CCW, one of the most popular performers here in Hialeah at the Unbranded Brewing Company. Nice takedown by Kendrick. Kendrick now with that wrist lock, both feet into the shoulder and armpit area. the fans chanting 954. Chris Farrow from Pompano Beach, Florida, known as Mr. 954. Farrow now trying to get back up to his feet. Now putting the flat of the boot on the jaw of Brian Kendrick and grabs the wrist lock. And now Farrow with the same move Kendrick had. Kendrick though getting the ropes and wasting no time in doing so. Kendrick a little bit of an annoyed look on his face. Now shooting an eye at some of our fans. One in particular with a Chris Farrow shirt on. Kendrick has been known to have a bit of a mean streak throughout his career. We'll see if we can maintain a scientific encounter in this one, or if things will devolve. Beautiful headlock takeover by Kendrick and then escape by Farrow with a nice head scissors. Kendrick now looking for a way out. Nicely done by Kendrick. Grabbing a front chancery now. Farrow back up to his feet. He's got a front face lock on now. Farrow trying to drive it back in, but Kendrick turning it around. Farrow in the corner. Sends it to the ride. Farrow up and over his man. Beautiful arm drag. And again, nicely done. Farrow with a drop kick hits the mark. And Brian Kendrick looking for some breathing room here. Farrow says, I got him. You got a long way to go, my friend. Very, very early on in the match. Again, Brian Kendrick, a grizzly veteran. So accomplished. Has seen it all and has done it all. Farrow certainly has to be considered the underdog in this matchup. Nice ankle grab, goes for the cover. Not going to get a cover there, though. Kendrick now backpedaling into the corner. I know Chris Farrow has studied tape on Brian Kendrick since he started his career here at CCW, modeled his in-ring career and his moveset after Kendrick. And of course his partner Paul on the beautiful flying Hurricane Rana and a drop kick again. Chris Farrow really putting on a display here. Kendrick may have underestimated Chris Farrow. Ooh, and an enziguri catches Kendrick coming in. Kendrick down in the corner there. Farrow up to the second. Oh, and Kendrick, beautifully done. Kendrick clearly has studied tape of Chris Farrow. He had that well scouted. As Farrow went to that second rope, Kendrick picked the leg out from under him. And now Kendrick all over Chris Farrow. Ooh, he's driving that knee down into the mat. Could have easily hyperextended that right knee. And again, driving the right hand into the knee of Chris Farrow. A wise move, taking that leg out of play, limiting the high-flying arsenal of his opponent. Kendrick now driving it into the inside knee of Chris Farrow. Farrow trying to possibly reach the ropes here. Kendrick now is spinning toe into a figure four leg lock. We could see a submission here. He's got it locked in. He's got it locked in the center of the ring. It's unclear how much Chris Farrow can take of this. I know the last thing he wants to do is give this match up. But sometimes it's wiser to live to fight another day than to sustain a serious knee injury that will take months to heal and possibly require surgery. Farrow, though, able to get some right hands in there, and that leg lock is now loosened up, and now he is out of it. Kendrick, though, with a handful of tights moving to the outside, unaware that Farrow stayed on the apron. Kendrick charged. Farrow nailed him with that forearm smash. And a basement dropkick through the ropes. Farrow now. Oh, beautiful body splash. 2. Slingshotted himself over the top rope and landed perfectly across the chest of Brian Kendrick. But Kendrick driving an elbow right into that knee. And again, into the turnbuckle. Rib cage first. Kendrick now ahead of steam with Farrow. Gets that boot up and connects to the face. Farrow out of the way of that clothesline. Oh, driving the head into the knee. And again, a beautiful drop kick. Hits the mark. Farrow hobbling now on one good leg. Oh, he's looking for sliced bread. That is Kendrick's move, by the way. Farrow perfected it. Watching tape of Kendrick. But Kendrick, of course, had it scouted. Snatched the head. Oh, what a sabbat kick right to the chin. Now Kendrick going for sliced bread, but Farrow had that scouted. Rolls him up. 2. Kendrick hanging on to that arm. Beautifully done. Has that crossface now locked in. Farrow awfully close to those ropes. Not sure if he's aware of it or not, though. Kendrick looking for a submission here. Farrow so close to that bottom rope with his feet. Now working his way into the center of the ring. A mistake in my estimation, but he's able to snap Mayor Kendrick off. Oh, what a straight boot right to the jaw. Kendrick now again looking for sliced bread, and he got it. That's going to do it. 1, 2. Oh, somehow Farrow able to kick out of that. I can't believe it. Kendrick's finishing maneuver, and he had it completely folded in half. But somehow Chris Farrow dug down deep and powered out. As you hear the crowd urging him on, 9-5-4. Kendrick went to either drop an elbow or snatch a headlock, I'm not sure which, but Farrow was out of the way. And now a series of chops and an uppercut forearm by Chris Farrow. Kendrick missing the clothesline, moonsault connects. Nicely done, but unable to maintain contact and get the pin. Both men on wobbly legs. Leg lariat by Farrow puts Kendrick down. Farrow now going towards the corner. Going to the outside. Farrow going to the top, and you can see that leg, that right leg, is giving him problems. And we have enough to nail the 450, but he landed on his feet, causing possibly more damage to the knee. Oh, the reverse mare into a beautiful crossface with tons of leverage all the way across the back of Chris Farrow. I'm afraid Farrow's going to have to call it quits here or sustain serious injury. But Farrow now rolling it back too. Oh, he got it! Oh my goodness, I can't believe it! Holy Toledo, Ohio. Kendrick with a shocked look on his face. Probably matching the look on my face. He had him in that crossface rearing way back, but somehow Farrow able to roll through and get Kendrick in a surprise pinning combination and got the 3 count. What a huge victory for Chris Farrow over his idol, Brian Kendrick. And Kendrick now calling for the microphone. Farrow celebrating here, but Kendrick clearly has something to say.
Thank you very much. This young man, Chris Farrow, came up to me today and told me that he's been studying me since he was a child.
That's true.
And he's followed my career 25 years of it up to this day. Chris said to me, he could have one wish. That's maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but he did say You always wished that someday you would get a wrestle me. Sure enough, today, Chris, you beat me.
Oh. Kendrick extending the hand, Farrow taking it.
25 years. But a lot of guys, I've got a lot of old timers.
It's really got to be considered a huge upset.
And a lot of them turn into grumpy, bitter, cantankerous old men. A lot of them got these goofy sayings. For example, be careful what you wish for.
Oh, come on! Damn it. Kendrick baited Farrow in and delivered a straight right hand to the jaw. Why can't you let him enjoy his victory? Well, Brian Kendrick slightly spoiling the victory of Chris Farrow. Chris Farrow, the tremendous upset victory. Kendrick not letting them celebrate it. Instead, gives a right hand to the jaw. Wrestling fans, coming up next, it's our main event. QT Marshall, our CCW heavyweight champion, will defend against former champion Jackal Stevens and Alex Chamberlain in a triple threat match. It should be an outstanding main event, and we'll be right back after these words.
Boca Stone Design, from fabrication to installation of natural stone and quartz. Sick of seeing the same old kitchen? Revamp with us. Call us today or check us out online at bocastonedesign.com.
You worked hard, started a family, and created a name for yourself in your professional circles. Your success created opportunities for your loved ones. To your family and community, you are a source of wisdom and financial support, and you take immense pride in putting others' needs ahead of your own. In these closing chapters of your life, a private estate at the Gardens of Boca Raton can memorialize your family name across generations. The Gardens of Boca Raton, two-time winner of Best of Palm Beach County.
Introducing first, the challengers. From Gangrel, Maine, weighing at 240 pounds, the most dangerous man in professional wrestling, Alex Chamberlain.
Well, wrestling fans, it's main event time here at Bash of the Brew 38. The first participant in this triple threat CCW Heavyweight Championship match, Alex Chamberlain. Always calm, cool, and collected, and certainly one of the most calculated individuals in all of Coastal Championship Wrestling. Chamberlain, of course, feels he was robbed by QT Marshall in the King of the Territory match that gave Marshall that championship opportunity against Jackal Stevens. quite frankly, he's got an argument there. But that's in the past now. Marshall, your CCW heavyweight champion, having defeated Jackal Stevens right here at Bash of the Brew number 37. Marshall with several successful title defenses.
And his opponent from South Jersey, weighing at 206 pounds, here's Jackal.
That music puts a smile on my face because I know Jackal Stevens is going to burst through the curtain and do the Jackal jig. There he is, our former CCW heavyweight champion. He's got quite a list of accomplishments here in CCW. Former Southeastern heavyweight champion. Oh, look out! Chamberlain and Stevens going right at it. Referee calling for the bell, but our champion hasn't even entered the ring yet. What is going on here? Is this, am I missing something? Is this an elimination match? Stevens with a back elbow on Chamberlain. Chamberlain going down to the mat and then out of the ring. Where is QT Marshall is my question. Stevens with a knife edge chop on the outside here. Chamberlain slamming Stevens' head into the apron of the ring. And I ask again, where is QT Marshall? Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Oh, Marshall coming through the curtain with a right hand to the jaw of Alex Chamberlain. Wow, they're wasting no time going at it here. Stevens and Marshall double teaming Alex Chamberlain now. Double back elbow, Chamberlain down to the mat. Chamberlain quickly rolls to the outside. The referee has already called for this bell. The bell sounded before Marshall ever even came out of the locker room. This match officially underway now. Stevens going to work on Marshall in the corner there. Stevens now. Oh, Marshall charging out of the corner with a clothesline. Takes Stevens off of his feet. And now a right hand by Marshall to the jaw of Jackal Stevens. Stevens out of the way of that chop. Delivers one of his own. Marshall has really whipped himself into incredible shape over the last several months. Dropping body fat, putting on muscle. He looks the best I've ever seen him. Stevens, dense press on Marshall, going to work with right hands now. Chamberlain back into the ring. Look out. Boot to the midsection of Stevens. Chamberlain, probably the largest man in the match. Tipping the scales at about 245. Chamberlain now going to work on Stevens after having dispatched QT Marshall to the outside. Series of forearm blows, and Chamberlain now with Stevens. Sending him across. Hard into the buckle goes Stevens. Uh-oh, Stevens catching with the boot to the midsection. Springboard clothesline on Marshall. Right on the apron of the ring. Stevens sidestepping and charging Alex Chamberlain, sending him to the outside. Oh, and a basement drop kick. Oh, look out! Guardrails collapsing into our fans here. And Stevens over the top rope with a plancha coming down on Chamberlain. Stevens, like pen, what he's doing that with that, I don't know. Sending Chamberlain back into the ring. Chamberlain, though, gaining the advantage with a beautiful backbreaker, well executed. Chamberlain so deliberate in all his moves. Putting the boots of Stevens down. Marshall still on the outside, recovering from the onslaught of Jackal Stevens. And again, Chamberlain going after Marshall after snap-marrying Jackal Stevens to the mat. Now Chamberlain with those signature forearm blows to either side of the jaw of Jackal Stevens. Chamberlain measures him in a well-placed knee. 1, 2. Stevens able to power out. Stevens firing away now with right hands and chops. Chamberlain into the buckle. Stevens now with a head of steam. Oh! Chamberlain out of the way, and Stevens' shoulder collided with the corner post. Marshall rolling in now, taking advantage of Chamberlain's back being turned, going to work with right hands now. Reversal by Chamberlain. Up and over goes QT Marshall, and a beautiful drop kick, perfectly placed right on the chin. Marshall now with Chamberlain. Reversal though. Uh-oh. Front springboard back into an enziguri. QT Marshall, former Latin American heavyweight champion. And he claims that he is also a luchador. And he just might have proved it there. Marshall now with Chamberlain. But Chamberlain able to reverse it. Nicely done, belly to back suplex. Stevens back in the ring, collapsed in the corner though. Chamberlain splitting his time between Stevens and Marshall. Now sending Stevens to the outside, but Stevens holding on, staying on the apron. Not sure if Chamberlain is aware. Oh, Chamberlain with a boot right to the throat. Triple threat match, no disqualification. The referee can only look on. Cannot win this by count out, cannot win this by disqualification. There must be a pinfall or a submission. And Marshall does not have to be involved in the end of the match for him to lose his title. Marshall grabbing the leg of Chamberlain. Stevens, beautiful springboard savate kick, caught him right in the chin. Marshall, though, rolling to the outside. Chamberlain flat on his back. Stevens trying to pull himself up. Trying to clear the cobweb. Stevens now. Back to his feet. Chamberlain kind of get back to his. Blocking the right hand, then one by Stevens now. Stevens firing away on Chamberlain. Knife edge chop puts him on his back. And a headbutt staggers both men. Stevens now staying on Chamberlain. Ooh, and a headbutt right to the face by Chamberlain. Caught him right on the cheekbone that time. Stevens trying to backtrack, but Chamberlain staying on him now, placing him on that top turnbuckle. But Stevens firing back with right hands. Chamberlain staying on Stevens. Chamberlain now going up, both men standing on the second rope. Stevens pushing Chamberlain off. Oh, with Chamberlain coming back with a shot to the ribcage. Chamberlain could be looking for a superplex here. Look out, here comes Marshall. Marshall the forearm to the lower back of Chamberlain. Marshall now has Chamberlain. Oh, and a power bomb on Chamberlain. And a superplex on Stevens, and all three men are down. Marshall crawling towards Stevens. Hook of the leg. 2. So very close, but not enough. Marshall now turning his attention to Chamberlain. 1, 2. Chamberlain powers out. This has been a tremendous back and forth matchup. All three men at one point had an advantage. All three men lost that advantage. And all three men now seem the worse for wear. who can get back to their feet first. Marshall and Chamberlain crawling towards the center of the ring. Stevens trying to make his way back to his feet. All three men looking at one another. Stevens back up. Chamberlain back up with the right hand. All three men now exchanging blows. Stevens with the advantage, nailing Chamberlain and Marshall, but Marshall coming back on both competitors. Ooh, an elbow catches Marshall in the jaw. And a shot to the throat of Stevens, and Chamberlain is in control. Oh! Marshall comes charging out of the corner with a clothesline. Reversal by Chamberlain, and another springboard. Oh, and he slammed him. He was ready for him that time. Spine buster by Chamberlain. Colbert covers him. And Stevens stops the count. A wise move by Stevens. Referee Bruce Owens was the closest to him. And he had to make sure there wasn't a 3 count there. Now it's Chamberlain and Stevens exchanging blows. Marshall face first down on the mat, on the apron of the ring. That shot was to the throat, but all is legal. No disqualification. Chamberlain now with Stevens. Sent him for the ride. Stevens hard into the buckle, but comes charging out with a clothesline. And a back elbow stagger Chamberlain that time. Big scoop. And is slammed by the former champion. Chamberlain rolls to the outside. Marshall working his way back to his feet. Stevens lying in wait. Oh, he went for that Olympic slam, but Stevens now stacking up Marshall. 2. Only got a 2 count. Marshall had the sunset flip, and Stevens rolled. Oh! Pop-up right hand. He's calling for the diamond cutter. A move bestowed upon him by Diamond Dallas Page, but Stevens had it scouted. He's got him in a crossface now. Has that right arm trapped. We could see a mission submission here. A rope break is not in effect. Chamberlain, though, dragging Marshall away. In fact, dragging him all the way out of the ring. Oh, and hard into those steel stairs. Marshall down face first on the concrete floor at the Unbranded Brewing Company in Hialeah, Florida. We're at our main event at Bash of the Blue 38. Stevens staring across the ring at Chamberlain. They appear to be all alone as Marshall is down and out on the outside. Stevens removing his wrist tape. They are going to go at it with right hands. They're exchanging blows now. It's Stevens and Chamberlain going at it toe-to-toe. Stevens had the advantage for a moment, but a thrust to the throat. Stevens now. Oh, he tried for the Olympic slam again. And a straight boot to the face by Chamberlain. What a matchup we're seeing here. Chamberlain now removing that elbow pad, looking for that lariat. Oh, he went for the diamond cutter savate kick by Stevens on Marshall. Lariat by Chamberlain. Oh, a diamond cutter on Chamberlain. 1, 2, 3, he got him. Well, Chamberlain waylaid the Jackal with a lariat, but Marshall had perfect timing and nailed the diamond cutter and retains the CCW Heavyweight Championship, pinning Alex Chamberlain in the center of the ring. What a main event at Bash of the Brew 38. Marshall defying the odds. 2 tremendous challengers. Either man completely capable of defeating Marshall. Marshall fended both of them off and got the victory. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Stevens grabbing the belt from the hands of QT Marshall. Stevens with an angry look on his face. Again, that's the hard pill to swallow in a triple threat match. Stevens didn't get pinned, but he sure as heck lost the matchup as Marshall was able to pin Chamberlain. Marshall face to face with Stevens. Steven hands him the belt, shakes the hand of Marshall. As the two exchange words, boy, I'd like to be a fly on the wall there. Marshall embracing him. Stevens doesn't look too enthused about it. I think Stevens is extremely frustrated right now that he didn't come away with a victory. Marshall now with a microphone.
Jackal is a hell of a competitor. He was a hell of a champion. And I'm sure one day he's going to be put on his title again. But before we get out here, I'm not going to go after the city of Hialeah or the city of Miami. But I will say that because of you guys, we just said, the attendance record for best.
All right. I had a feeling. This place is busted at the seams.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that CCW is my home. Because there's nothing like it. Because you fans are able to come out here and put our heart, sweat, blood, and tears into everything that we do. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, this is only the beginning of where we're taking CCW.
All right.
Do you want to be a mark? Or do you want to leave a mark?
I'm smarter than the average bear.